Namaste, my yogi friends. How are you today? Thank you for joining me for an hour of slow and gentle and intentful yoga. This is Yoga with Lisa SXM, coming to you from St. Martin in the Caribbean, a beautiful island that we call home here. I've lived here, 30 years now, and I'm so grateful to be here. It's a beautiful, beautiful island, and we are so happy that I believe today marks 48 days with no COVID cases on the whole island, French side or Dutch side. So we are very grateful. We got lucky, and we also worked very hard. So congratulations. And to top that off, tomorrow is our celebration of Emancipation Day. So tomorrow is an official holiday on the Dutch side, the day when we declared freedom for all. We celebrate that with love and with joy. The next hour, you're going to be with me just relaxing. Hi, Annie. Nice to see you today. Sending you love. Good morning. So the next hour, we're just going to take it slow. A lot of very aware breathing. So let's start with just breathing in and out and really feel your chest expand. Allow yourself to feel the body fill with air, and to feel the air moving in through the nose, through the throat, and into the body. As you breathe in, remember to relax the shoulders. Let them be way down from your ears, stretching down, letting gravity do its work to let them just sink down. And your arms and shoulders can feel nice and heavy. And now I just invite you to explore how your neck is feeling today. We're going to drop the head down and move it around in a big circle. If you find any place that's tender or sensitive, stop right there and just allow it to relax. Breathe air into that spot. And I've had some questions about what do you mean when you say breathe air into a spot? And the only thing I can tell you is to try and be aware of not only the air, but the energy, the healing energy that comes with a breath of air, and send that healing energy. In your mind, just imagine that it moves like little tingling travel through the body to that spot, and then give that spot lots of energy, love, bright colors. Just imagine it. If you imagine it, then a little bit of energy actually does travel there. And remember, there's always this thing called the placebo effect. So even if you're not actually doing anything, if you imagine it, it still happens. So that's good, right? So we're going to breathe and just move the head around. Explore your neck and be gentle. Don't judge anything. Just let yourself feel. Maybe change direction. I suggest you don't let your head drop way back. You don't want to put a crimp in the back of your neck right where it connects to the skull. So don't allow the head to just flop back. Keep it about lifting up as you come around the top of your circle. And if you feel anything that's a bit sensitive, just stop right there. Try to get that spot to relax. Tell it it's okay. You can relax. And then maybe explore the connections to that sensitivity, where it reaches down into the shoulders or shoulder blades, or up into the temple of the head, wherever it might extend. And maybe just give it some love and some energy and some bright colors as you breathe. My theme for today is quiet and stillness and peace and contentment. All of those things are bound together. Your true self is here inside, hiding behind your heart. Your true mind is just hiding behind your consciousness. Your true self. Bring it together and bring those prayer hands into place somewhere before your heart, before your throat, before your eyes, or before your mind. Wherever you feel is best for you right now as you breathe and focus inward at your true self. Stillness, quiet, peace, contentment. Awesome. Let's take those hands flat, palm facing backwards, and bring them right to your shoulders. And we're just going to squeeze and release. So squeeze and release. Breathing in, we squeeze. And then release. Let it pull your elbows down and pull the flesh back to front. Breathing in, squeeze. Exhale, pull, and let the elbows fall forward. Squeeze. And one more time. Release, relax. Let the elbows pull down and the fingers move across the back of the neck. Just allowing yourself to ease. And then let the hands, the fingertips, come right to the collarbones. And we're going to tap the collarbone. So you're tapping with strong, rounded fingers. So the tips of your fingers are tapping hard against your collarbone. And we're going to drop it down to the chest, just below the collarbone. This is a prime spot for Chinese meridians. They come in through the fingertips, in through the arms, and some of them stop right here. Breathing in, let's tap. Come back to the collarbone and go just above the collarbone to the base of the neck. A lot of glands living there. Stimulate them, breathe, tap. Move in and out, back to the back of the neck and into the front, that little notch right there in the middle. Give it a tap. And then back we go. Breathing a lot. Stimulating our health, stimulating our glands, stimulating our immunity. And then let's go up into the throat itself, up and down. Breathing up into the underside of the jaw and all the way down to the collarbone. Tap, 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 tap. Nice and hard so you really feel a thud. And then we're going to bring it down to the center of the sternum. Tap, 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 tap. Keep breathing. Bring it up. Collarbone, base of the neck, middle of the neck, under the jaw, above the jaw, into the cheeks, below the eyes. Keep tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Into the temples, above the eyebrows, up the forehead, to the top of the hairline, to the crest of the head, the very tip top of the head. Thud, 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 thump, thump, thump. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And we're going to split the hands apart, them down the side of the head, above the ears, and back up. Keep breathing. And then one more time down to the top of the ears, behind the ears, on the neck, the back of the neck. Squeeze and release. Pull it forward. Beautiful. Let's stretch the legs out. If you want to, you can pull the flesh away from the sitting bones and flex the ankles, point the toes. Flex the ankles, point the toes. Flex one and point the other. Flex one, point the other, and switch, 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 and switch. Keep doing it. Breathe a lot. Point both feet and just bring the toes back. And now we're going to point the toes down, flex the toes. Point the toes, flex the toes. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Wiggle the toes, shake the legs in and out. Hands to the top of the thighs, give them a rub. Slide it down to the ankles and back up to the hips. Pushing hard against the muscles, compressing the tissues of your legs, around the knees and the calves, down by the ankles. Slide it back up, slide it back down. Start to really bend the body forward as you reach for your ankles. Bend the body forward, look down at your knees, bring it, whole body up, straighten the back. And look at the top of the wall across the room, breathing in. Exhale, push against the body, push against your hands against your legs. Come down, bend the head down. Exhale. Squeeze the fingers against the legs. Drag it all the way up, breathe in. One more time, down we go, exhale. Up we come, inhale. All right, circle those ankles a few times. Circle the other way around. And let's open up into a straddle. A gentle straddle, legs out. Yes, I'm wearing red from head to toe today. Bright red to celebrate emancipation. I'm sitting way up on my hip bones. Can you do that? Maybe you need to pull the flesh away from the sitting bones so you really feel that connection through the pelvis, down into your mat, down into the earth. Push down on that pelvis point. Each pelvis point, push it down. And then lift through the spine, lift through the heart, lift through the throat. Let your shoulders sink down. Lift through the top of the head up. Arms and shoulders heavy. Lift through the body, through the core. Straighten it up. And now we're going to slide the right hand down towards the right ankle. Left hand up towards the left hip. And switch it over, go the other way. Breathe as you move. Move as you breathe. Smooth, slow, controlled, soft, gentle, full, and deep. More times on each side, because this will be 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to come back up. And now we're going to look at the right knee and put our hands on either side of that knee. Bow the head over that knee. Bring your nose or your forehead close to the knee. Stay here. Take your right hand and stretch for your foot or ankle. Grab something. Grab your foot, grab your ankle, grab your shin, grab your heel. Bring your left hand to join your right hand. Stay here and breathe. On your next inhalation, open your chest sideways and lift your left hand up and back as high as you can. Maybe even look up at the ceiling. Let that shoulder, the left shoulder, the upper shoulder, go way back, rotating from the hip, from the waist, and from the chest. Bring it all up. Reach back. And a big breath in. Exhale, hand down to the floor by your foot. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more times. Take your time slowly. Down and up. That's 3. Down. And breathe in. Up. That's 2. And last time down. Breathe it in. Lift up. Stretch up. Look up. And then hand comes down by the knee, other hand by the outside of the knee, push yourself up. Come back to hands resting on the legs. Lift through the spine, lift through the core of the body, lift the heart up, shoulders sink down, arms heavy. Lift the top of the head, pushing down on those pelvis points, feel that connection. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Awesome. We're going to slide the left hand down towards the left ankle, right hand up to the right hip. Head comes over sideways. And then up, down we go, and up, down we go, and up, and And now we're going to go all the way down on the left. Slide all the way down on the right. All the way over and down on the left. All the way over and down on the right. And now we go to the left. Look at that knee. Put your hands on either side of the knee and bow your head over that left knee. Can you see me? Scoot a little bit. We're just bowing over the left knee. Lots of breath here. Just relax through the body. Take the left hand and reach for your ankle, your foot, your toes, your heel. Grab something down there. And then bring your right hand to lay on top of your left hand. Feel a gentle stretch through the side body, reaching from the hips, from the waist, from the chest, through the fingertips. Keep breathing. Okay, open up, breathing in, we open up, send the right arm, the top arm up and back as far as you can, maybe even looking up at the ceiling. Reach a twist and a stretch from the hips, from the waist, from the chest, shoulder back. Reach up and back, breathing in. Exhale, drop down, touch your hand to the floor by your foot, and then inhale, up we go. Coming down, touch the floor by your foot. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's do it 3 more times. Breathing in, we reach up, look up. That's 3. Calm down. Up we go, that's 2. Calm down. And last time, this is the last one, reaching up, come on down, and hands to either side of your knee. Slowly push yourself up, and come back to sitting tall on your hip bones, reaching up through the core of the body, top of the head. Relax your arms and shoulders. Close the eyes for a moment and just breathe. Let's try coming in between the legs. Bring the hands in between the legs. Walk the hands forward. Maybe bring the elbows down. That's optional. You may want to take a pillow or 2 and bring the chest onto the pillow or 2. Or just find some way to come forward that is your personal expression of a forward fold. It may just be a little bit, and that's fine. If you feel it, it's yoga, you're doing it, just remember to breathe. We're going to fold forward and find the edge of our range of motion, wherever it may be. And nudge it, just express, just acknowledge that you see it, that you feel it, that it's there. And then come up, straightening the arms. And then down, find that edge again, nudge it, and then come up. Down and up. Find your range. Work your range of motion. Work the edge of your range of motion. Feel it, acknowledge it, breathe. And down we come for the edge. To hold for about 20 seconds. Push about halfway up. Walk over to the right side and reach for the foot or heel or toes, nose to the knee. Push about halfway up, back to the middle, range of motion down and up. Take your time, be gentle, don't force. Gazing down at the mat. Reaching with the top of the head forward, bending at the hips, keeping the back more or less sort of straight, not letting your back round too much. Come to the middle, and then we're going to walk our hands over to the left and really fold over that leg, reaching the hands towards the foot, or the heel, or the ankle, or the toes. Beautiful. Hands to the floor, halfway up, back to the middle, 3 downs and ups. Find that edge, nudge it. It may be shifted since you started. That normally happens. Let's hold right at the edge or wherever you feel like the stretch is really beneficial to you. Hold right there and think about lengthening your spine, lifting, pushing your head, stretching your head towards the opposite side of the room. Pushing back slowly, walk the hands back towards the hips, and let's bring those legs in. Well done. We're going to bring the legs in and give the knees a bend. And let's see if we can do the folded legs. So we're going to take the left foot and bring it underneath and back by the hips. So the knee is kind of pointing forward. And then the right leg comes over and the knees more or less kind of stack on top of each other. So the feet are back by the hips, and we're going to sit very tall. You'll notice that if you are turned the way I am, with the left foot on bottom, your right hip is not so close to the ground. So your challenge is to try and level your hips out and get both hips down on the ground. And lift through the spine, lift through the top of the head. Arms can relax and palms can be out to the side, palm up. Or you can put the palm of your hand against the sole of your foot, which is very comforting. You feel a lot of energy balance there as your fingers rest on your toes. They don't normally get a chance to really talk to each other that way, and it's nice to feel that energy. The palm of the hand against the sole of the foot, resting. Lift up from the top of the head. Close the eyes softly. And just imagine the top of your head floating up, 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 like a balloon that wants to rise up through the atmosphere. Straight up it goes. At the same time, you're trying to level out your hips. Get that right hip to come down onto the ground. And now we get to fold forward in a bit of a resting pose, bringing the face close to the knees. Allow yourself to relax. Inhale, straighten the back up, lift the top of the head up. And let's see if we can wrap the legs the other way. So this leg comes out and this leg comes out. Take a minute to just put your hands on your knees and sit tall. Arch the back a little bit. Lift the face, breathe in. And then let yourself roll back onto your tailbone. And then legs can go back and forth. Now we're going to come back up onto our sitting bones, bring the right leg, right foot underneath and back by the hip. Knee points forward. Stack the left knee on top. Stack it so that it's kind of right on top of each other here in front of your pelvis, and your right foot comes back by the, that's your left foot comes back by your right hip. Let's place the hands on the feet, palm of the hand to the soles of the feet. Fingers lying, resting on the toes. Let your left hip come down. It wants to rise up. Make it come down. Shoulders balanced and even and relaxed. Top of the head rising up. Close the eyes. Visualize the top of your head lifting up. Let it go up. Bring that hip down, both sides on the ground, both sides of the sitting bones and your pelvis down on the ground. Some quiet, stillness, peacefulness, contentment. Balancing our energies. And let's take a rest. We're going to roll the back down, bring the face close to the knees, relax, rest, feel the balance in the body. Inhale, come back up, straighten the spine, relax the shoulders. Awesome. Bring those legs out, unwind them and stretch them out again. Nice straight legs. So we're going to reach for the ankles, grab a hold of the legs and pull, bend the arms and pull with your strong biceps, grabbing with strong hands. Pull and think of the top of the head coming close to the toes. Straighten your back as much as you can. And send your shoulders away from your ears. Send your shoulders down away from the ears. Hands go to the knees or thighs and push yourself up. So bend the right leg just a little bit. Take two fingers, your index finger and your middle finger, and grab onto that big toe. And we're going to lift the leg up. Bring it back. Bring the heel close to your ear. You're not going to get it that close, but that's what you're supposed to think about. And imagine you've got like a bow and arrow that you're aiming at a target. Let me turn sideways a little bit so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So the foot is up here, the knee is back by the shoulder, the heel wants to come back by the ear, and we sit tall. Look in the distance, aim your bow and arrow at the target. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Grab your heel in your left hand. The right foot comes into the left hand. And cross it over. Bring the foot into the inside crease of your elbow if you can. And we're really going to hold the leg in our arms like a baby. And give it a rock. All right, grab the foot and allow yourself slowly and carefully to place it back down in front. Sit tall. Restore yourself a minute with a breath. Left leg bends just a little, reaching the two fingers towards the big toe. Grab a hold of the toe and pick the leg up. Bring the knee back by the shoulder. Think about your heel coming close to your ear. And we aim the bow and arrow directly at the target in the distance. Hold and breathe. Steady. Hold and breathe. Beautiful. Grab the left foot in your right hand and bring the foot to the crease in the elbow, the middle of the bend of the elbow. Put the side of the foot right there. And wrap your arms around your knee and your lower leg. Rock your baby. Beautiful. All right. Stretch that foot back. Again, grab the big toe and gently place it back down on the ground. Let's lift the hands straight up overhead. Imagine you've got a beach ball in your hands over your head. Bring it over your toes to your heart. and up overhead. Breathing out as you reach for the toes and breathing in as you lift up. And now we're going to reverse the circle. Exhale forward, breathe in, up. Three more times, up. Two more times, up. And the last time, reach straight up, up, as tall as you can. Think about leaving your shoulders down, but reaching up with your arms at the same time. Imagine that your sides of your rib cage are reaching up towards the armpits. Exhale. Let your hands melt down like candle wax all the way down to your thighs. Rest your hands on your thighs. And we're going to just let the back round. Let the knees open up a little bit. Soften everything in the body. Maybe slide the hands halfway down towards the ankles. And round the back. With that upper back right between the shoulder blades, decompress. Let the head be heavy. And now let's just go ahead and lay back onto our back sides and let the knees be bent and heels somewhere near the hips. Arms can be wherever feels most comfortable to you. Take a minute to let your legs, maybe even let them lean against each other a little bit. Heels can go wider than your hips. Take a minute to just feel yourself heavy on your yoga mat. Take a big breath in through the nose, expanding your ribs and your belly outward. And then just deflate the balloon and blow out through your lips. One more time. Inhale through the nose, expand your belly and ribs. And deflate the balloon. Do that one more time. I won't talk you through it this time. What I want to say is after you deflate the balloon, maybe you find a moment where you're not breathing in or out. The whole body is balanced and quiet and still. And it takes a moment when you can really reflect inward at your true self, because there's no movement in the body at all, not even breathing. So here we go. We breathe in and out. Begin to breathe normal and easy, natural rhythm. Observe your breath. Notice where it goes when you breathe in. Does it go to your chest, to your diaphragm, to your belly? Does it stay in your throat? Just notice without judgment. Let's take the knees up, bring the heels in line with the hips, and drop both knees to the left. See if you can relax through the torso, Relax through the lower back. Relax through the hips and the legs and the feet. And most challenging of all, relax your mind. Let's do another inhalation through the nose. Big and round belly, big and round chest, breathing in through the nose. Deflate the balloon. And then find your stillness. Wonderful. Bring the knees up and bring them all the way to the other side. Again, relax your hips, your torso, your legs, your feet, your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your hands. Relax your neck. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Most challenging of all, relax your mind. If this isn't comfortable for you, adjust so that you can find a way to allow yourself to relax. Big breath in through the nose, deflate the balloon, blow out through the lips, and find stillness and quiet. Beautiful. The knees coming slowly up. Bring the knees to the chest. And hands to your knees. Just hug the legs into your chest and release. Squeeze them in and release. Squeeze in and release. Squeeze in and hold. And then let the knees open as wide as they want. Hold them there. Careful, don't overstretch the groin area. And then we bring the knees together again, stretch the legs up to the ceiling, and the arms stretch the fingers up. Let's flex and point the ankles and the wrists. Circle them around. Change direction, go the other way. Keep doing that as I adjust the camera. And then we're going to stretch the legs up, pointing the toes, reaching the fingers to the ceiling. Flex the ankles and bring it down, bending the elbows and knees. Flex it down. Imagine you've got something heavy on your hands and feet. A big slab of concrete. It's so heavy that as you push it up, your head comes off the mat. Just find the strength to push it up. Bring it down. Imagine the slab of concrete touching your nose. Push it up, head off the mat. Bring it up. Rounding the back, lifting the hips and shoulders up off the mat. Bring it down. We're going to do that 10 times, folks. 10, 9, 8. Push it up, it's heavy. 7. Ooh, it's so heavy. Ooh, 6. Imagine how heavy it is. It's very heavy. 5. We're halfway there. Keep going. 4. Push it up, push it up. 3. Push it up 2 more. Come on. And last one, push it up. Imagine the weight is gone and your arms and legs float freely. You can slowly lower your head. Let your arms and legs circle big random directions, floating freely through the air. And then bring them all together, feet together, hands reaching for the ankles. Tighten it up, reach, reach, reach for the ceiling. Open up, imagine like a flower blooming, open up. Don't go too far, don't stress out the groin. Bring it together again, close the blossom. Open, bloom, close it up. Cycles that plants go through can be very enlightening and inspiring to us in our yoga. Open like a blossom. Close the bloom up 3 more times. Open, breathing in. Close it up, exhale. Open and close. Open and close. Bend the knees. Lay the hips, lay the legs down, all the way to the ground. Take your time. Let's just rest in Savasana for a moment. Let your legs open up and let the toes kind of point outward. The whole leg rolling out from the hips. I don't have too much room here for my legs. Owning from home sometimes has its limitations, but that's okay. Let's do our hamstring stretch. Bring up your left leg. Bring it straight up from your hip. If it needs to bend a little bit, that's okay. If you can manage to have it straight, that's awesome. Reaching with your hands, grab the leg wherever your hands reach and begin to incline the leg towards your face and expect to feel a gentle stretch at the back of the leg towards the hip. From the back of the knee to the hip. Feel that stretch. Gently stretch it a little bit more. Wherever you are, if your knee is bent, I'm sure you still feel a stretch. Stretch and breathe. Be gentle. Be careful. Be slow. And find your full range of motion. From your comfort zone, straight above your hip, to your edge of your range of motion, looking towards your face, leg close to the chest. Breathe. Once you've found your full range of motion, be sure to acknowledge the edge of your range. Right there it is. Okay, back away. Coming close, right there, and back away. Let's hold your leg at a nice stretch, maybe right at your edge of your range of motion. Hold, keep breathing, try to relax. All right, release the leg, bend the knee, and cross it over all the way to the floor or to a pillow, or maybe it just hovers there in the air close to the floor. Think about your left shoulder reaching back for the floor. It probably won't be on the floor, but think of it reaching back so that you have a gentle stretch and twist in the spine from hips to shoulders. Again, really try to relax everything in the body. It starts with the mind asking the lower back to relax. Mind asks the hips to relax, and so on and so on. Relax. Let's roll back onto the back side and do a long body stretch. Feel that delicious, luxurious stretch. Sink back down onto the mat, heavy, relaxed, balanced, and very grateful. Take a minute to feel the gratefulness of the gravity of the body on the floor. Okay, let's bring up the other leg now. This should be your right leg if you're with me on sides. Straight up out of the hip. If the knee wants to bend, don't judge yourself, just let it bend. If you can manage to get it straight, that's great. Reach the arms and the hands towards the leg and grab a hold. Wherever your hands reach is fine. And slowly, gently begin to stretch the leg. Find a range of motion. Breathe a lot. Gently stretch. Find your edge. Find your full range of motion. Acknowledge the edge of your range. Right there. Back away. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, back away. Right there. And back. Let's find the edge of your range of motion. Hold the leg right there. Gently stretch. Try to relax. Keep breathing. Back into your comfort zone. Bend the knee, cross the leg over, bringing the knee close to the floor or all the way onto the floor. Your right shoulder reaching back. Find yourself relaxed and twisting. Make any adjustments you need to so that you can really get into this position with comfort and ease and steadiness in the breath. Scanning through the whole body, mentally ask each part of the body, are you relaxed? Are you 100% relaxed? Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly roll back onto your back and do another long body stretch, stretching the arms overhead and the toes away. Big inhalation, expand your ribs. And then let's see if we can come up on our elbows. Bend the knees, put the feet on the ground, and sit way back on your elbows. Allow yourself to be heavy, slumping back. Shoulders this time can come close to the ears. Really feel yourself way deep in the upper back and mid back. Hands flat on the ground, fingers spread wide. Look at your belly, look at your chest. Allow yourself to be heavy in the arms and shoulders, upper back and mid back. Bring the knees up to the nose now. And stretch them straight up to the sky. Flex the ankles. Feel a lot of energy in the back of the legs. Bring the right leg down and point the top foot, flex the bottom foot. And then switch. Top toes point, flex at the ankle at the bottom. Switch, switch, switch. It's kind of tricky. Both legs up. Get those knees close to your nose, however close they can go. And now bring them away. Bring the right leg down almost to the floor. Bring it back up. Left leg almost down to the floor, not quite. Bring it back up. Right leg down, almost touch. Up it comes. Left leg down, almost touch. Up it comes. Bend the knees, sit up on your tailbone, and find yourself in boat pose. Beautiful. Let's go into table position now. We're going to be on hands and knees. Look down at your hands and make sure your fingers are spread wide like big open starfish. Knees right under your hips, wrists right under your shoulders. Arch the back up and drop the head, drop the tailbone. Come back to a flat table, and then allow the back to sway down as you lift your head and lift your tailbone. Be sure your shoulders are far from your ears. Push hard with your fingertips. Keep the fingertips pushing and transition back to the cat position where the back is up and the head and tailbone are down. And then sway the back, lift the face and the tailbone up. Keep pushing those fingers down and back and forth at any speed that you like. Any speed. Feel the stretch. And breathe. Breathe in and out with intention and attention. Let's take the right hand and thread the needle. Bring the shoulder down. Thread the needle means bring the fingers right behind the left wrist. Right hand, slide it through. Bring the shoulder and the side of the face down to the mat. Keep your left elbow high over your left wrist and push gently against that wrist, against the palm of the hand, down into the mat. Push against the ground and bring yourself back up. And take a minute to just lightly put this hand on the ground as you straighten out your right leg, your back leg, your right leg goes back. Put the foot on the ground. You can't see it too good. It's flat. Flat on the ground. So the sole of the foot is on the ground, yeah? And you're on your left knee and your left hand. Your right leg is out straight. Bring the right hand up into the air. Stretch it up. Straight up. Rotate out with the torso, chest, the hips. Rotate out. Open the chest and hips up. Look up at the thumb. Gaze at your thumb. Maybe you can't quite gaze at your thumb. Just look up as much as you can. And let's take that arm up. Wrap it around your head and tickle your ear. Bring it down. Touch your hip. Up. Wrap it around your head. Grab your ear. and down. 3 more times. All right, straight up. Bring it down and back to table position, cat and cow. All right, now we're going to thread the needle on the other side. So left fingers go right behind the right wrist and come through, bringing the shoulder and the side of the face down, letting the hips go high behind. Keep your right elbow over your right wrist and push against the ground here with your heel of your hand. See if you don't feel a gentle connection to your shoulder blade and the muscles underneath the shoulder blade. Push against the ground, bring yourself back up. Gently, just quickly put your left hand on the ground as you stretch your left leg back. Put that left foot flat on the ground back there. And reach the left arm up. Find balance. Reach up. Look up. Perhaps gazing at your thumb. Twist the body up so that the body is sideways. Chest, open the hips, and reach up, grab around the top of your head for your ear, on down to the hip, up and over the head, touch the ear, down to the hip. Three more times, please. Reach straight up. And bring the hands back down, back to table position. Cat and cow, cat and cow. Breathe a lot, breathing in and out. Feel the stretch. Allow yourself to really move and breathe. Pushing away with your fingertips. Keep the shoulders away from your ears, please. All right. Come around to sit on the heels or sit any way that is comfortable for you. I enjoy sitting in hero pose after a yoga class because it makes me feel very balanced and peaceful and still. Here we find a moment of quiet. A moment of gratitude. Awareness of ourselves, our life, our many, 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 many blessings, even in these trying times. So many blessings, so much to be grateful for. Every breath, every sight, every moment. And as I give you my most heartfelt namaste, let me remind you what the meaning of namaste is. So namaste is Sanskrit for the divine light in me, recognizes the divine light in you. very beautiful meaning and very true, because when I see you, and even when I don't see you in person, I see you through the internet, I do feel the connection and the God within us all. The divine light in me recognizes the divine light in you. Fill your heart with gratitude. Imagine you floating up in a bubble of light among the clouds, drifting free, surrounded by dazzling beauty, sparkling, brilliant colors, rainbows of light, peaceful, content, full of joy, full of wisdom. Be an instrument of that peace, that light, that love. As you go through your day, share it with others however you can. Namaste.